Also, uh, the fact that I reached out to them to, ask about every single product and ask about the every single offering, they were really happy that, nobody ever comes back to take the feedback. You came back to take the feedback, and that built a sense of trust. So that is one thing. And I also launched a free workshop before the paid workshop. I'm doing a paid workshop in July, and I did a free workshop before that, like it, and taught 30% of the content in that workshop, and everyone was so benefited. I got such hearty testimonials, and they're like, we are going to get more people. So right now, I don't have any signups for that because I'm not promoting it a little bit. My focus is on PhD, but there is a lot going on. I can see a lot of potential there, and I know if I, work towards it, I can get it. One major win is that Meher has launched her Wild Boom online network, which is going to be worldwide. And she has 15 facilitators on board. I am one of the 15 facilitators for Crystal lectures. So I'm very happy about it.
Wow, so many wins packed in one session. I'm trying to recall. So PhD application, right? PhD, getting back to PhD, writing the finishing of the research paper, and then and then you also talked about getting feedback. The
Yeah.
feedback loop is really working well for you,
Yeah.
basically helping you get more loyal customers and maybe repeat customers. Launched
Yeah.
your own workshop, became the crystal facilitator. Oh my God, all in just 1 week. Everybody
Not
knows
in
what to
1 week, just
say.
1 month, all in 1 month.
Okay, so yeah. So you did not
All of
appear
it
for the last
is,
4 sessions. So you are just
yeah.
sharing everything in one
Yeah, yeah. So I all in 1 month,
session.
all in June.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So on the count of three, two, and one. More
Oh,
power.
more power to you, Neha. Best
Thank
wishes.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
so I want to just spend a little more time here talking about your okay, what happened in the PhD? What, when you said that I was about to give up and it was not happening, so you said that you applied something that you learned. So please talk more about that. What is that specifically that you applied, and how did you do that?
So in the first session that I took with you, you were talking about how isolating being an entrepreneur can be. And you need community to, build yourself up, to be accountable, to show up. So instead, and PhD journey in itself can be extremely isolating because your research is your own research. Nobody either understands it or has an interest in it. And I'm not even selling it. It's just something I'm doing for myself and, for the academic community. But academia thrives on criticism. We are all criticizing each other's work. आप कोई भी research, I hope it's okay if I speak in Hindi. So आप कोई भी research अगर आप करते हो तो एक और साइंटिस्ट बैठा होता है उसको क्रिटिकली evaluate करने के लिए. So the industry is built on criticism, and sometimes it is very difficult to see it through. Throughout globally, PhD has a 98% dropout rate. Only 2 people end up completing it because इतना ज्यादा कटोच दिया जाता है ना आपको. So that learning I took, I built a community for all the people struggling to finish their PhDs. They are on almost done but not fully done. कि हाथी सबने निकाल लिया है, पूंछ बची हुई है, सबकी पूंछ बची हुई है. So I had submitted my thesis once and did not get approval. And all the people I reached out to, I put a story on Instagram and I found so many people. So now globally we have found a time slot throughout the day. Sometimes we sit for 11 hours a day to do the concentrated writing. And there is no sense of isolation there because everyone is doing their own research work. And बीच में when we take chai breaks, we end up talking to each other. And जो daily का frustration होता है, challenge होता है. So sometimes I am able to help out someone is able to help out to me. So that community learning, letting go of the isolating part.
Right.
So that really helped me in my PhD journey.
Mm.
And second thing is, I stopped chasing money right now.
Mm.
I realized that even though I was doing an energy work, somehow my lack mindset was operating in between, where I was feeling that I'm not having enough money. And that frequency was getting created. So I changed my mindset. I started accepting that money is there. I need not chase it. And then I started counting my privileges, that how I'm still supported, even if I'm not earning right now. My family is supporting me, my friends are supporting me, and I'm able to get all the abundance that I need. And abundance is in kind if it's not in terms of bank balance right now. And maybe it's not the time because I am in the skill building phase. I am in the PhD phase. Why did I choose to go for a third degree? Not many people go for a third degree, right? So
Right.
it is okay if I am dependent right now for finances on my family. I stopped criticizing myself for that. So
Mm.
that change in lack mindset and feeling grateful for what I have, and also going back to the why of why I'm doing certain things, why of the energy work, rather than uh, wanting people to sign up. So I went back to all the people who signed up and who worked with me and who keep coming back to me, and I just asked them what you like, what you don't like, and everything else. And now I'm just doing my homework so that 3 or 4 months later, after I submit my PhD, I am able to launch my business in full swing. So I am in
Beautiful.
that preparation phase
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
execution phase right now.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And I would just like to add quickly here. I think I understood whatever I've understood so far. So one thing that I'm assuming, and you're doing it right, is you're working on your above factors, energy and attraction. Um, a little bit of strategy is definitely needed. Why? Because to attract, law of attraction, the biggest cue, the biggest moving of law of attraction is action, right? It is not wishy-washy and okay,
Yeah.
things will happen. It is action that we do have. We be
Yeah.
what we want to become. So when we
Yeah.
are, we all have like a model. We all want to be somebody. Like, okay, what is my
Yeah.
highest version? My highest version is somebody who is doing TEDx talks and being attracting as a global speaker, as having a community of maybe 10,000 people. Now, what does that look like in me? Who am I right now?
Yeah.
So, embodying that energy to be and take necessary actions. And that necessary actions includes how do I attract such people? So, money is definitely a byproduct, but I need to continuously work on attracting those people. So that means I do need to put my stories, I do need to do the post, things that I don't like doing, but I need to find the systems and mechanisms
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
help and the resources to get those things done, because not doing is easy, as in doing is difficult, but not doing is even more difficult in the long term,
Yeah. So I'm doing, but it's
right?
I was I realized that, I was chasing my business more than I was leaving one goal behind. I was letting my PhD take a back seat while working on my business. So in the short run, I've taken my business to be at the second priority and my PhD to be the first priority, because once it is over in 3 4 months, I will have that doctorate for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I have all the time in the world to do my business work. Right
Right.
now, all that I've done, I'm just taking a reflective note of what is going right and what is going wrong and how to plan it out. I'm
Yeah.
taking it slow when it comes to money,
Mm.
because I am feeling secure right now. I was not feeling secure financially.
Yeah.
So I was chasing clients. Now I'm not chasing clients. Now
Yeah.
clients are coming to me, and they may be only 2 people right now or 3 people right now, but I'm aligning myself with the right energy to have those 2 3 people instead of having a bunch of like 20 30 people. So that is one aspect, and the other is there is a lot of like you said, that embody the person that you want to be, your highest self. So embodying it in personal life by being regular with my health, being regular
Yeah.
with my workout. So that is my win. My win in
Right.
this month has been 25 out of 30 days of workout,
Wow.
25 out of 30 days of showing up to the gym.
Wow.
So, which has never happened before up until this month.
Beautiful.
So, it's just that all the business learnings that we had and all the things that I learned from you, story selling. Even story selling, I used with my own self to show up to the gym.
Wow.
So,
So
story
good.
selling worked for my own personal growth.
Yeah. Yeah. You are the hero and you are the guide as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so it really worked in that aspect.
I think also one of the workshops that we did was what to do when you're not ready to sell. I think that'll be great for you, really amazing for you because it happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
So we have something other right now as a priority. It can be my job, it can be my family. I've just given birth, and in the next 3 6 months is busy, but my passion is not dying. I'm doing something or the other. I'm reading books, I'm talking to people. But how you can channelize to do something which can give you, let me put it this way, which can dig the well for you when you're thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where a wonderful workshop which requires not you anyway putting a lot of time for your passion. You're learning a lot, you're doing workshops,
Yeah.
you're talking to people, but how you can channelize that. So 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line, you're ready to get business, you're ready to get clients, or you really want to get clients. But then
Yeah.
if you're starting, then because it takes time, building clients,
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
trust takes anywhere between 3 to 6 months if you are a new entrepreneur. So how to dig your well before you're thirsty, how to use this time period when you don't have anything to sell as such, just
Hmm.
taking 15 20 minutes in a day, and it can be a lot of things actually. So I think that we are going to do that workshop very soon after this 8th of July. We have a challenge on 7th 8th of July, we might be doing that, and I think you will also get a lot of benefit out of that. So I would highly recommend you to start doing, because you're doing research papers, you're writing content,
Yeah.
and it's as simple as putting the same snippets. If you have gone through the divine download section that we have talked about in the program, it's just you're good with writing, you're good with putting out your thoughts. So just putting that in your social media, because your social media is getting traction anyway, and adding a call to action. Okay, as
Yeah.
simple as just get my newsletter. I'm sharing this. So
Yeah.
everybody is, you have an email list ready. You have
Yeah.
a list of fans ready for you. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, 6 months down the line, when you want to have something to sell, you have at least 30, 50, 100, 200 people who are
Hmm.
already fans for you. You're not like talking to strangers anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
So that's the thing. Awesome. This is good to know.
Thank
Moving
you.
on to Dharmendra. Are you there? Dharmendra, would you like to kind of share anything? Okay. So give me a, no worries. So just give me a yes if you want me to get started with the kickstart of the go live checklist, or how many of you, or let me just paraphrase it, saying out of 4 of you, how many of you are really interested to participate in the 7 days sprint of going live like a superstar? I think it will help Neha also a lot to start getting some amazing leads and signups for your newsletter that I highly recommend you to do. In fact, also one more thing, for a lot of you I have spoken to, I think that made the last time, we have also have a mini program for how many of you have less than, let's say, of less than 500 or 1000 email list, less than 500 people or less than 1000 in your email list. So we have a program, mini course, mini video series, like 2 video parts, which is all about doing personalized email marketing using a free Gmail, right? So that's great. So when I ask you to start doing newsletters, but then you'll be like, okay, you'll get into technical thing. How do I go about it? Using other platforms might be expensive and all of that. But then I'm here to tell you that you can do it with free Gmail. You send personalized emails, you can track and do everything. scheduling, everything. Um, so that'll be very helpful. So, like I said, I'll be including that in the upcoming workshop. Let me make a note of that, that I will be including both the email Gmail plus what to do when you're not ready. This is a great bonus to add. So I have a case study of this guy. The guy lives in Delhi. He's a calisthenics trainer, the fitness trainer, who was extremely good at what he does, and he has been putting a lot of videos about his art, about his extreme fitness for so many years, for so many months. And I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. But he had nothing to sell. But he had this amazing following of, I think, more than 10,000 people that time. And after a year's a time, he sent out saying, okay, I'm teaching you this, the calisthenics, which is using your own body weight to build strength training. So I'm going to be teaching that to you, and I have created a course. If you want, you can register. It was for as simple as 1,000 rupees. He launched it, and the first day he got sold out. The first, second day he got sold out. And it was shocking for him. He was like, oh my God, people were so ready to learn from me. I never knew this. I was just doing it out of passion, putting out my videos. So that is what you do, all this year. And he was a banker otherwise. He was completely doing like 10, 15 hours of work, and this was his hobby on the weekends. And then fast track, just fast forward 2, 3 years later, and now he only does that. He's left his job and he only does this, and he's doing really amazing. We'll talk more about that guy also later. Okay, so let's just kickstart our go live like a superstar. Why is my voice coming here? Okay, so everybody has a checklist. Do you have the checklist, or do you want me to send it to you? I had sent it to you. And if you don't have it, let me send it to you now itself. It's there in the program. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm just sending it to you guys here on the chat. Let me do a file sending. Okay, I've sent the list, send the checklist to you. And I'm also going to be sending you the prompts right away. Give me 1 second. 65. Has everybody got it? Neha, I have just sent it on the chat. Can you see? Can everybody access? I've sent the go live on the chat. And now I'm sending the 365 days prompt. I've sent both the things. Although it's there in the program also. Okay, so let me just take you through it. Okay, first of all, let's just put on a camera and talk about why is going live important and why do you want to participate. Everybody put on your camera and just discuss this for next 2 minutes before we get into the mechanics of how to do it. Okay. And guys, my natural comes English these days because I've been in this industry, talked to a lot of corporates. So English is natural for me. But remember, this forum or our entire membership is both Hindi and English. Okay? So anybody who's comfortable with Hindi, please suit yourself. Okay? Okay. So now, quickly tell me, why is going live important? One word each, everybody.
Yeah, so
Benefits.
reach, you're more visible when you go live.
So this is algorithm wise, you mean to say?
Algorithm wise, and also people get to see you, people get to know you. It's not just a post or a video, it's just, it builds a sense of authenticity and trust. And, on live, they are asking you questions and then you're answering those questions. So, yeah.
Okay, so going live is helpful because authenticity. Okay, people can see the real face because obviously in our other types of communication, which is post, pictures, videos, everything is heavily edited. So
Yeah.
it might be valuable, but nobody can see the authenticity. And people these days, especially, they buy because of your genuinity. So that's very important. So you are able to show your real self. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that.
Authenticity and then visibility. So
And
if
Neha also said,
uh,
sorry,
visibility, visibility because
yeah, reach and visibility.
reach. So yeah, that. And if you're doing regular live, so I know someone on Instagram who does a live on Monday 7 p.m. Without fail. So then you build an audience where you look forward to those lives. So I
Yeah.
actually look forward to Monday 7 p.m.
Wow, this is great.
So that is the kind of net community that you build.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to build the tribe or build a tribe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, anything else? Dharmendra, Jeet, would you like to add anything?
Pratika, yeah, please. Dharmendra, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Just give this. Yeah. It is good to maintain personal touch. You can demonstrate yourself. Okay. You can show your skills out there. Okay. And it will also help us why we are versatile than others. Okay. Yeah, it is. It will also help you in community building as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. And also how about leads, guys? Everybody people who are ready with getting business, getting leads. I think that is also a great way to do that. Don't you think so? Have you seen anybody who's doing live and you are like, okay, yes, I'm in whatever you're offering? So it's a great place to do that. And reach, why? Because you have the opportunity to ask people to share. Okay. Okay. So this is what we want to do. And this is ultimately a great way to kind of get also clients. This is what our ultimate goal is, right? We are in business. We fame and love and vanity. This is all vanity. It's a byproduct. But ultimately, we are here to also make a living out of what we love doing, out of our passion, right? So ultimately, we want clients. This is the real truth. The sales, the money is the real truth, the real metric of art. If you're doing well, right? You might get loads of amazing testimonials, lots of love, lots of good wishes, but that's not going to put food on the table, right? Ultimately, this is. So that is where the work of strategy comes in. All of us are wonderful human beings and we have amazing energy, and that's why we are able to do this and we want to do this. But we need to add a little bit of strategy, which is what we call a story selling, what we call objection handling, what we call it, how do we structure as per psychology our content so that it can convert into real business, or people actually taking action to avail our discovery calls, or avail our services, avail our products, whatever that is. Sounds good? Makes sense, everybody? Anybody has a different viewpoint? Let me know. So, and that then comes the method of how do we do that? And let's open our sheet. I have shared the Go Live checklist. Now, first of all, tell me, based on these points, based on what we discussed, are you guys, because now we're going to talk about how to do it, and we're talking about for the next 7 days. So but before that, I want to quickly know, are you all committed for the next 7 days? Are you excited to do 7 days of live? So 7 days of live means whatever that your channel is. Okay, if you have a Facebook group, do a Facebook group as well. If you have only Instagram, do it on Instagram. If you're active on Facebook, then do it for Facebook. Whatever your channel is, whatever your active channel is, you will be going live there every day at the same time. Okay, so everybody write in your notebook. You got to pick a time. Everybody pick a time and tell me in the chat what is the time that you picked up. Duration, pick up a duration. The minimum duration I'll ask you to do is 7 minutes. 7 minutes, and it can go up to 20 minutes. That's all. But it has to be every day, okay? And it has to be starting tomorrow. So we are doing it 7 days till, and if you can just start it today, that nothing like it. We are going to be doing it till 11th of July. Okay. Everybody's done till now, till here. You've picked up a time. First of all, are you in? Give me a big yes if you are in for the 7 days challenge. Let's call it sprint. I would not call it challenge. This is sprint. Sprint means anything that you do for, like, everybody has ran sprint in school. When you marathons, हर किसी ने नहीं किया होगा, लेकिन sprint होता है छोटा run. ठीक है? ये छोटा run है ताकि हमें confidence आ जाए, हमें habit develop हो जाए. Because I remember I had an issue going live. I was like, oh my God, how to go live? I get jitters. I can't even speak like 2 sentences without jittering, without structuring it properly. मुझसे तो होगा ही नहीं. Then I participated in a 7 days challenge, a sprint or a challenge. And within 3 days, I was getting confidence. Although I was sucking in the beginning, it was terrible, it was horrible. But that was the whole point. We were doing in a very close group, like a Facebook group. So it was not like that people are outside were seeing us. That was an option. And if you get more confidence, you can do it on your social media also. If you want, if some of you are still feeling jittery, I would ask you to do it on your own platform. But if you're still feeling like, oh my God, I can't, you have my Facebook group. You can do it only in my Facebook group, which is only your beautiful camaraderie, which is healers, teachers, coaches. सब अपने ही लोग हैं, कोई जज नहीं करेगा, आराम से बिंदास कर सकते हो लाइव, ठीक है? तो अगर वो चाहिए तो वो कर सकते हैं, but my thing is 7 days of live, 20 minutes and every day. Let me see if everybody is absolutely in. Dharmendra, are you in? That for you, it's gonna. I know that you're launching your workshop and everything. It's gonna help you greatly in there. Okay. All right. Now there's something that we do inside the program. Now, if you are somebody who is still trying to figure out what's your style, what do you want to do, how do you want to communicate, I ask you to go for a sprint call, find your voice. Let me open it for you. I ask you to go for a sprint call, find your voice. And if you are somebody who is really thorough with what you want to do right now, you have confidence, and then you go for a sprint called Be a Content Pro. You just play around with your content, you see what works with your clients, what works with your potential people audience, right? So these are 2 sprints that I asked you to choose from. Let me open it and show it to you. And I'll share that with you just in a second. Yeah. Okay, let me just share it to you with you. Although, don't worry, I'll give you the complete mechanics one by one. This is just to show you on a broad level, okay? So what I mean by that is, initially, if you are somebody who is having a little bit of confidence issues, or you're probably not aware, how do I connect with my audience? You just started out, I would ask you to go for Find Your Voice. इसमें हमें बहुत ज़्यादा हम product के बारे में, अपने program के बारे में बात नहीं करते, general बातें करते हैं, because you're trying to get confidence, you're trying to get command, you're also understanding how do people connect with you, what kind of content resonates with you and your audience. So it is only about sheer connection. So here it is only about finding your own voice, finding your wow factors, right? This is a great way. Now, so if you are, have been doing business for some time, and your product program very well, your people also very well, you just want to do Content Pro, which is again going live, but on the weekly theme. ये weekly theme आपको आपके client, आपके limitless divine download से मिलेगा, जो आप कर रहे हैं. If anybody wants help, I'll talk more about it. ये आपके weekly theme topic से मिल जाएगा, ठीक है? And we can decide the topic. Okay. Now let's get into the how of it. Let me see if you have. Neha, don't worry. I'll just share the prompts with you. I'll share everything. I was just giving you an overall picture of it. How do people do it inside the program? Okay. So now let's go back to the mechanics. How do I want you to do it? Now tell me, how many of you want to do inside? Okay, one more mechanics is, I want your 7 days topics to be ready. Right? Okay. And you will also use Go Live challenge if you want. This also I'll tell you. You will announce to the people that this is a part of that, so that they're looking forward to the next 7 days. So you maintain that loyal customer base. Every time he watches you for the first time, will continue watching it for the next 5-6 days, whatever is left. Okay. So these are the things that are must have. Make sure everybody is done. So you have to pick up a time. Everybody pick up your time. Is it 7 p.m., 7 a.m., 10 p.m.? जो आपको comfortable है आपकी audience के accordingly. Type done if you're done with picking up a time. You have to make a commitment right now. I'm going to make you accountable. Decide a duration. Is it going to be 7 minutes or 20 minutes for you? Okay. Okay. Then then decide 7 days topics. This you can take time. Take about after the session. Take about 1 hour. Write your topics, and then stick to those topics, because after that you will write the script. See, I'll tell you how to write the script. You will use the story selling method to write the script. Okay. Okay. Now, how many of you are feeling, oh my God, I'll put on the camera. What if I fumble? What if that happens? So don't worry. Once you've written your script and you want to get a little more confidence, when you go live on Facebook, there is an option for you to show the live only to yourself. Let me try doing it. Can everybody try on their phone? Just try to go live and you will see, click on live video. And there is an option which says public. When I go live, who can see? So I say there is an option to say only me. I don't know. Can you see it? Only me. Okay. You have to click on only me. So उससे क्या होगा? जब आप live जाओगे, तो आप live बंद करने के बाद, once you have done your live, nobody can see your live. Only you can see your live on your Facebook page. So that gives you enough confidence or enough doing audits, test. मैं कहाँ पे ठीक कर सकती हूँ अपने आप को, कहाँ पे करेक्ट कर सकती हूँ. एक आपका फर्स्ट राउंड हो गया, सेकंड राउंड हो गया, थर्ड राउंड में आप फिर एक्चुअली पब्लिक को लाइव करो. How many of you found it really cool way to do it? ठीक है? Awesome. Okay. Now tell me. Oh, I think you're trying it, right? Everybody found it? Should I go ahead? Give me a yes if I should go ahead. Okay. All right. अच्छा. तो अभी टेस्ट कर लिया सबने, ठीक है? टॉपिक्स आप रेडी कर लोगे. टाइम, everybody type your timing. What time did you decide? Neha, Dharmendra ji, type your time. Which time are you deciding to go live? आप लोगों को पता ही होगा कि आपकी ऑडियंस कब कब ज्यादा एक्टिव होती है. अगर किसी को जनरल टाइम चाहिए तो पूछ सकते हैं मुझसे. Nine PM is good, Neha. Yes, you must have experienced that for your audience. Even 9 PM is good. I think between 7 to 9 PM is also good because people are then just shutting off work. Even 1 to 2, or किसी को lunch, 1 to 3 is also good in my experience. Okay, so anyway, you can decide your timing and stick to the timing is very important. उनके टाइमिंग क्या रहते हैं? 9 o'clock सबको सूट करता है, I think जी. 8-9 o'clock. वो फेसबुक पे होंगे ज्यादातर, और आपने पहले भी कर चुके हो काफी वीडियोस, तो आपको क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा है? I think 8-9 o'clock. Do you think they are on Facebook on the lunch time? If yes, then you can do that. Morning देखो, अगर आपको morning लगता है 7 to 8-9 के बीच में. Okay. Okay. Now writing the script. writing the script, I would ask you go to the story. You are able to see my whiteboard, right? The Word doc. I'm writing these notes for you. तो writing script कैसे लिखेंगे? I want you to use storytelling framework. Why? Because that's the most powerful framework to get people to pay attention. अभी सबसे ज्यादा हम किसके लिए फाइट कर रहे हैं इंटरनेट पे? अटेंशन के लिए. अटेंशन इज अ न्यू करेंसी, राइट? तो अभी हर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड है. Why should I listen to you? So you have to catch the attention by saying the right things. It's the right things that really are important for me as an audience. If I'm an MSc businessman, मेरे लिए जो important है मैं तभी सुनूंगी. तो वो क्या है और किस स्ट्रक्चर में बनाया गया है? We are not going to be rambling on the for 7 minutes. We are not just talking anything and anything. Nobody's going to listen to you. If you want people to stay with you till 7 minutes, till 10 minutes, till the end, you have every word that you say has to be hitting their mind and heart. वो तभी होगा, story telling framework होगा, wherein we are talking, we have the right hook, the hook that is talking to their problem or desire, right? Then in the framework, in the body, we're talking about the problem or the desire, right? Amplification. Then the story, then the testimony, then opportunity, right? Then the response that you want from them, that which is call to action. Go through the framework. It's a beautiful framework. You have examples also from that. उसको हम वैसे बात करेंगे and you will use a conversational style. जब आपने एक बारी framework बना लिया है, वो आप फिर आप डालोगे चैट जीपीटी में. उसको लैंग्वेज को थोड़ा बहुत करने के लिए, किसी को हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स चाहिए तो आप you can put in the chat. All of this is in the program. So I'm just revising. I'm not telling you something new. All of that I'm sharing, that how do you design the storytelling post? How do you use ChatGPT? It's all there in the program. Go watch. It's just very simple 2 minutes lectures और ready to use ref points हैं. आप वो देख लो, बना लो उसको. And if you want to use mix of Hindi English, this is great. ChatGPT can do it for you. अपने आप से लिखोगे पहले. You can also use only Hindi अगर आपकी ऑडियंस हिंदी से कनेक्ट करती है. ठीक है. और अगर किसी को टेस्ट करना है तो एक बार इंग्लिश हिंदी मिक्स कर लो, एक बार खाली हिंदी करके देख लो, देखो किसमें ज्यादा आपको रिस्पॉन्स आते हैं. If you want to know more about your audience, know more about how people resonate with you. बहुत बारी हमें नहीं पता होता. This is called optics, right? We think we perceive ourselves in a certain way कि मैं एक कोच हूँ, मैं ऐसा पर्सनालिटी हूँ वैसी. लेकिन लोग आपको कैसे देखते हैं वो जानना जरूरी है. अगर लोग आपको उस तरह से देखते हैं तो आप उसी में ऑप्टिमाइज करना चाहोगे, अगर उस पर्सनालिटी से वो ज्यादा रेजोनेट करते हैं. Right? Okay. So for example, if you want an example, quick example here is that, I used to do a lot of corporate shoots and all of that. Like I used to अपने properly मैं अपने co-working में जा करके proper shoots वगैरह भी कर रही थी एक बारी. But मुझे एक client ने ऐसा feedback दिया कि you are very free flowing, free spirit. तुमने पहले अपने बहुत सारे nature में videos करे हुए हैं. And why are you having such uptight personality? And I was like, oh my God, this is such a nice perception about me. And then I got another email from a LinkedIn connection, which is on a similar front. She's like, okay, I was like, what do you like about my work? And she said something on the similar lines. And that made me change my ad strategy. So I was supposed to shoot an ad, and I was planning to shoot in a proper Zoom method like this way. But then it gave me an idea to go shoot the ad in the mountains, in the village. And that really worked. So this is called, only when you have tested the market, you've understood how does your audience perceive you, how do they resonate with you, किससे connect करते हैं वो ज़्यादा, right? I remember one of the person who is my client, uski people, because he has a very pet loving personality, people resonate with that. So he uses a lot of his dog and his cats in the videos. So like that. Okay. इतना सबको आ गया समझ में? तो now before I talk about the structure, I also want to ask you, how many of you want to do inside the Facebook, inside my Facebook group, which is Healing Coaching Circle? Type FB group. If you want to do on your own platform, type own. In fact, if you can do it on both also. I don't know how to do live streaming on both unless you have a platform, but you can do double this thing. Okay, so that's also one way. Now, let's open our checklist. Let's open our checklist and talk about how do we structure. तो अभी हमारा hook बन गया, हमारा जो content है वो बन गया with using story selling, ठीक है? अब खाली हम उसको ऐसे नहीं बोल देंगे, अब उसको हम एक when you are going live उसका लिए go live structure है, ठीक है? उसकी structure क्या है? I would ask you to open your go live checklist. Okay. Now, this is important. I'm opening the sheet in front of you. Okay. So it says, welcome the replay viewers. Okay. So, जब आप live जाओगे, how many of you found this helpful so far? Because now we are on the last leg of the go live kickstart. मैं खाली explain कर रही हूँ structure कैसे करना है. I just want to have a quick temperature check. Till now, आपको कितना is everybody on the same page? Any questions before this? Yes, no? Okay, great, awesome. So now, should I continue with the structure? Give me a yes, Neha, Dharmendra. Are you making notes? Do you want to know how do you structure your life? Okay, so आपका hook बन गया, hook और story बन गया. You have to also write the caption. So when you're going live, आपने जब आप live button में click करोगे, चाहे वो Instagram है या Facebook है, उस पे एक option आता है put the title. Be ready with your title beforehand. Script ready होना चाहिए, title ready होना चाहिए. जो आप कंटेंट में डालोगे, डिस्क्रिप्शन में डालोगे, वो डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपका एग्जैक्ट कंटेंट नहीं होता है. डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपका 4-5 लाइंस ऑफ कंटेंट रहेगा विद अ कॉल टू एक्शन. वो रेडी रखना अपने पेपर पे, अपने वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट में, बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर गोइंग लाइव इमीडिएटली यू विल पुट दैट. You can just copy paste in your WhatsApp, and when you're going live, just copy paste in the description of your live. Okay. Okay. Now, when you are going live or whenever we watch any live, तो बहुत कम लोग देखते हैं लाइव, ज्यादातर लोग रिप्ले भी देखते हैं, करेक्ट? तो जो लाइव देख रहे हैं वो हमेशा 2-3 लाइव जो देखते हैं वो हमेशा आई थिंक 2-3 मिनट के बाद आते हैं, करेक्ट? आपने अभी लाइव स्टार्ट किया, people will start joining you after 2-3 minutes only, because when you go live, Facebook, Instagram starts informing everybody, तो उसमें थोड़ा लैग होता है, right? तो वो you have to there's 2-3 minutes, it's informing a lot of people. तो वो जो first 2 minutes है, जो first 1 minute है, or let's say first 30 seconds, nobody is watching you live. तो उसमें आप क्या बोलोगे? उसमें आप उन लोगों से बात करोगे जो कि रिप्ले देखने वाले हैं. So what will you say? This is the line you'll say. Hey, welcome if you're watching replay. If you're watching it on replay, this is Latika, and we are talking about this and this. Okay, so what is happening? बहुत सारे लोग आपको रिप्ले में देखने वाले हैं, तो आपने रिप्ले वालों को एकदम से पहले ही वेलकम कर दिया. कितना बोरिंग लगता है ना when you watching a replay, और जो लाइव में आता है, hey, let's wait for somebody who is what, let's wait for people who are joining, let's wait for some time, and then they start doing इधर-उधर की बातें, they waste a lot of time. That's irritating for the replay viewer. लाइव में तो लोग धीरे धीरे ज्वाइन करते रहते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई वी डू लाइव डेली, ठीक है। तो उससे क्या है, आपका लाइव बहुत सक्सेंट है, उससे आप पूरा यू आर मेकिंग श्योर दैट पीपल आर वाचिंग यू एंड टू एंड. Okay, replay, you have addressing people who are watching replay. So you will say, I'll just retweak this line to saying something as nice as, hey, if you are watching it on replay, this is Latika and we are talking about this. तो इसमें आपने 3 चीजें बता दी. You are welcoming the replay viewer, saying, hey, you are watching on replay, hi. You're introducing yourself and telling what am I talking about. उसके लिए क्या है, what is in for him. It is not about you, it is him, because they are the hero. Always your audience is the hero. You are the guide. So you have to always tell what is in for them. Why should they continue watching you? Okay, then we introduce ourselves. What do you do? How many of you know the introduction pitch? So we'll use your introductory pitch, which is the elevator pitch, 30 seconds. Unforgettable. You all have the method. You all have that, right? Share the agenda, right? What are we talking about? Okay. You'll share what are we talking about. ये वही है जो आपने hook का story बनाया है. It has to have the objections, whatever the pains, frustrations, needs, desires that they have. They have to have the 4 drivers. People move because of 4 drivers, right? So agenda में 4 drivers होने चाहिए. You know, you like to, I'm going to take one example here. You know, you like doing things the old school way. You are fed up of doing alone, doing it, building a business alone. You really want to leave your job and do what you love doing. So this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about how to go from being stuck in a job to actually doing what you love in just 90 days. We're talking about 3 steps about it. Done, right? So what did I do? We talked about the pains, frustrations, desires, needs, and what should they look forward to. That's the agenda, how we design it. Okay. Give shout outs to a few live viewers. बीच में आप live viewers को shout out करते रहोगे. There's an option to, you know, send reactions or say hello. So you can do that. Okay, this is very important. Ask for a share. When you are going live, you can ask them to share this broadcast with their friends. Hey, if you are, you know, you can share this broadcast with more healer friends because they will love. Be a good friend and share what we are learning with your friends too. It will help them do that. It will help them to feel less anxious. Whatever you are serving, right? Make it about them. They need to share. They need to want to share. ये सब पॉइंट्स आप अपने एक पॉइंट जब लाइव करोगे तो आप एक नोट स्टिकी नोट पे ये पॉइंट्स लिख लो. Obviously you will not remember these things because you'll be focused on what to say. So write this in your sticky note and write those pointers. Okay. Now how many of you have this question, but how do I remember that script? मैंने स्क्रिप्ट तो बहुत अच्छी लिख ली है 7 minutes की, बट मैं उसको याद कैसे रखूं? तो 2 तरीके हैं उसके भी आप bullet points sticky note पे लिख सकते हो. If you are somebody who just needs points and points से वो निकाल लेगा, ठीक है. अगर आपको चाहिए थोड़ा और help, you need like a teleprompter, you need like a actual script, उसके लिए भी तरीका है. There is a tool called, there's a tool called, how many of you are using Android? So if you're using Android, there's a tool called Nano Teleprompter. Nano Teleprompter is on the phone. You copy paste your script and you're looking at the camera, looking at the phone, but it doesn't look like that you're reading it. Okay? So you can use Nano Teleprompter app. This is great. It's going to change your life because then you have the entire script in front of you. ठीक है. इनिशियली जब आपको अगर लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस वाले लोग हैं जिनको लग रहा है कि अभी नहीं, अभी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, तो आप ये इसका सपोर्ट ले सकते हो. ग्रेजुअली यू विल ऑल्सो कम टू अ पॉइंट वेर इन आपको खाली पॉइंट्स की जरूरत है. यू कैन ऑल्सो रेफर, you can say, and it's okay. You can say, okay, I'm referring to my points while talking to you. और आप points को refer कर सकते हो. It's genuine, यार. Nobody remembers. You are not like political leaders who will remember their speeches by heart. You know, you are just an entrepreneur trying to help people, but you need to remember things. You have to share so many points. You can say, okay, I'm referring my point while I talk to you. So you can write your points in your notebook and look at your notebook while talking. That's completely okay. 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 And then you start your content, then you start your main content. You ask questions to encourage comments. You can ask something like, okay, tell me, okay, बीच बीच में आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो. You're talking about the content. For example, let's say you're talking about that you're talking about therapy, you're talking about how it is so important for the emotional intelligence. Hey, and this is so important. Hey, I can see Reena, type in where are you tuning from? ठीक है. तो उससे क्या है, आप बात कंटेंट भी कर रहे हो और साथ पे उनको भी आप एंटरटेन कर रहे हो जो लाइव हैं. उससे लॉयल्टी बढ़ती है, स्टिकनेस बढ़ती है. इफ आई कॉल योर नेम, वोंट यू बी लाइक, ओके, शी इज नोटिसिंग मी, आई विल staying here for longer. Let's see what she's talking about, right? उससे engagement बढ़ेगा. More engagement, more people, more reach. Okay, then you can also say use phrases like, so let's say, like I have been using this constantly here also. I want to actually know if this is making sense. So I like, give me one in the chat if you're brand new to live. Give me two in the chat if this is you. If this feels like you. So yeah, you can use these methods to engage and get the interaction going. It's almost like really conversing with people on live. It becomes like a more or like a dialogue. Although you're not chatting on the voice, but they're responding with their messages and reactions, whatever you ask them to do, right? People want to follow you. If you give them right instructions, they will do it. You have to instruct right. Okay. Okay, then that's it. And then the last important point is, we have discussed most of it. And कुछ आपको जो relevant यहाँ आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं भी है. You can see what's relevant for you, but most of the things that we have discussed are very important for you to have an effective life. Last bit is the call to action. Okay. Okay, so this is a great way. Okay, it's also called a guilt script. Why? Because it's so what we're doing here, we say, okay, if you found this broadcast useful, if you found this live useful, I want you to know I go so much deep, so much in more depth about this topic. If I'm doing energy healing, if I go much more into an energy healing in my VIP program or in my growth program, if you like to learn more about that, comment joy. If you'd like to know more about it, DM joy. इतना ही करना है call to action में. उससे क्या हो रहा है? That people who are interested to know more, they are giving you a sign so that you can approach them later. So that they have a method to get your lead magnet. They have a method to actually get more from you. Right? आप live किसी reason से कर रहे हो, आपको objective है to get more leads. This is how you do it. So आपने properly structure किया. Last में you are saying, it has to be, you don't have to ramble. Don't say too much words. Very simple. Okay. That's why it is structured. Too many words, too long, will shoo the audience away. Make pauses, practice. All of this is relevant even in closing clients on one-on-one on Zoom. That's little later we'll master that, but this is the first step. Okay. So you have to master practice that to get more confident, because a lot of people feel not so confident. Okay, oh my god, I'm asking them to DM me, I'm selling. You have given a lot of value already, and now you are asking them. If you found it useful, if you want to go more in depth, just DM me. Yes, DM me joy, DM me growth. You are giving service to them. They are getting value and they want to get more value, right? So you are doing the highest form of service. Believe that and practice this. Okay. Lastly, it's up to you. You can quickly summarize. अगर आपने कुछ ऐसे points बोले हैं जो कि आप summarize करना चाहते हैं, you can summarize that quickly. Okay. And you can again ask people to share it. And then say a goodbye. ठीक है? तो इस checklist में आपके लिए जो जो relevant है, you do this and make a sticky note for it. Okay. So this checklist gives you the structure, what to say and how to continue your life. Okay. So let's see if we have any questions. Okay. Now, before I talk about how, I have to also give you prompts. How many of you want prompts? Because prompts are useful for people who are in the phase of finding your voice. If you already have, like I know Jeet I'm not sure, Jeet, if you already want to talk about your program and all of that, and Dharmendra, if you want to talk about your the next course that you're planning, the certification, etc., you might be doing that. जो मैं prompt बता रही हूँ वो those are more about finding your voice. Those are generic stuff. Those are for people who are maybe Neha. That may be Neha for if you want to. Right now, just build an audience, but you don't have necessarily anything to talk about regarding your. Okay, let me just share it anyway, and see how you can just use your creativity, guys, because the prompts are nice. Okay, so I have sent it to you on the chat. Let's just see. These are the prompt list. Okay, so the prompt number 1 to 145 is great for somebody who is still trying to find a voice. Like I said, you are new to camera, Facebook, you are wanting to just share your thoughts with the world, get better with talking on the camera. You don't want to necessarily talk about your product program. So these are generic things that you can talk about. This is how I start. Okay. So for example, what is your opinion on, okay, the US election was rather political ho jayega. Okay. So for example, can be something on like, give me a fun thing. What is your opinion on, give me a dash, guys. What do we fill this in with a fun thing that can be a conversation starter? What's your opinion on starting your morning with the tea? And it can be a great live. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, ये मैंने किया है, बहुत लोगों ने किया है. आपको एक ऐसा कॉन्वर्सेशन स्टार्ट करना है. पहले हमने डिस्कस किया बिजनेस के बारे में, ठीक है. अब मैं एक स्पेसिफिकली बात कर रही हूँ. अगर आपको थोड़े से फन भी करना है, अपनी ऑडियंस बिल्ड करनी है, एज इन आपको थोड़ा सा यू वांट टू right now find your own voice, find your people, what they resonate with, you can do conversation starters. this might not be a great idea if you are in the phase of business building. और ठीक है, अगर आपके पास ये कोई और चैनल है, अगर आप कहीं से और प्राइवेट चैनल पे करना चाहते हैं तो कर सकते हैं. फेसबुक ग्रुप में आप कर सकते हो. So inside my Facebook group, if you, and this I would suggest for everybody. I know Dharminder Jeet, you must be in your business building phase right now. You want to get leads for your upcoming program. You do it on your own platform. अगर आपको चाहिए तो next 7 days आप 2 टाइप के लाइव कर सकते हो. ये conversation starters आप Facebook group के अंदर कर सकते हो और बाकी दोनों अपने अपने platform पे कर सकते हो. Okay. So another thing can be, okay, it can be a fun conversation starter saying, what are your thoughts on spending the evening reading a book? It can be a great conversation. You can do a live on that and chit chat with people, right? You can write a post about that. Okay. So things like that. The worst advice I've gotten for my office attire, office dress up, something like that. ठीक है? Everybody got the idea? इससे क्या होगा? Don't ever estimate. Don't ever underestimate. You can make it fun also. So something like, don't ever underestimate the power of breakups, maybe, or something else. Participate, guys. You feel free to participate. It's make it like a wholesome discussion. Okay, so anyway, you got the point. I've given you 145 prompts to choose from. This is amazing. और ये भी कर सकते हो. Last वाला भी is amazing. Anybody wants to be my guinea pig for? Okay, for ये भी बहुत अच्छा तरीका है leads लेने के लिए. Okay, I'm doing. It can be a fun way. Hey, I've just started to learn crystal healing. Or hey, I'm just started to learn, or I've been learning how to do soap making. Anybody wants to be my guinea pig for? इससे टेस्ट मिल जाता है आपको काफी. I'm very excited about upcoming month because I have list of things you want to experience. You just talk about that. ठीक है? Okay. Now tell me how many of you want to do this inside the Facebook group. तो मैं आपको फिर link भेज दूंगी और methodology भेजती हूँ. Okay, now I'm talking about the last part. Jeet wants to do it. Great. Okay, now I'm talking about the last part, which is again prompts for your business. अगर आप business के लिए कर रहे हैं to get leads and clients, तो उसके लिए भी prompts डाले हैं इसमें. इसमें एक prompt है, prompt का set है, show case studies and testimonials to demonstrate credibility. यहाँ पे आपको story selling बहुत काम आएगी. आपके पास story selling के examples हैं, you can use that. ठीक है? This is all of that. It's great. It's amazing. You can, ठीक है? ये सारे आपके पास prompts हैं. You have a screenshot, share, demonstrate, and people are buying your product. Trigger FOMO, share your personal story, how you went from X to Y without use call to action in the end. Show behind the scenes of your working space, how you focus on client product work. ये सारे आपके पास prompts. Then you can also use metaphors. Metaphors is a great way to kind of polarity. मतलब आप curiosity instigate कर रहे हो किसी के अंदर, ठीक है? So why dating a girl is like choosing a breakfast. So for example, if you're a relationship coach, तो आप ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हो. Why dating a girl is like choosing a breakfast at a cafe. Just taking an example. Why law of attraction is like kind of calling an Uber. ठीक है? Why tarot card is like pulling down your crystal, something like why is like cooking dinner for a fussy eater. Okay. Why talking to a client is like meeting the parent. Why talking to a difficult client is like meeting the parents for the first time. So anyway, all of these are metaphors that you can use as a great puller, a great way to attract more people, because people are very curious by nature. They want to see, what are you talking about? Really? How is it possible? You do your metaphor and that. ये भी नहीं है कि आप metaphor में आपने एक hook use कर लिया और अंदर कुछ नहीं है, अंदर बिल्कुल बेकार चीजें डाली हैं. Your content has to be equally good, और उसके पास आपके पास पूरा खजाना है by giving the storytelling structure. So what you have right now, guys, I hope you understand. You have got a killer hook. You know how to create your hook, which catches the attention of your people, meeting them where they are, their pains, desires, frustrations and fears. You have the storytelling structure, which is taking them through problem, amplification, story, testimony, opportunity, research, response, then giving a call to action. Complete structure है, right? और इसको आपको प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है, डिलीवर कैसे करना है, उसका स्ट्रक्चर भी है. योर रिप्ले व्यूअर्स को बीच में इंट्रोडक्शन करने के लिए, आस्किंग देम टू शेयर, राइट? ऑल ऑफ दैट. Again, you have some conversation starters here, right? And remember, opinions about other people. Okay, again, ये बहुत amazing है. Opinions about other people, ये भी आपको business के लिए use हो सकता है. मैं इसमें लिख देती हूँ actually, so that you can use it. Business building. मैं इसमें या बिजनेस बिल्डिंग में आपका सब आ जाता है. लीड्स आ जाता है, लीड्स बिल्डिंग, रैपो बिल्डिंग, क्रेडिबिलिटी बिल्डिंग, जो भी आप किसी, we all have seasons in business, right? So some of you are like in the scaling business, कि आपके already you are making good money and now you want to scale. Somebody you are like, okay, now building my first few clients. So मैं इसको business building में सब आ जाता है. आप ये सारे prompts business building में use कर सकते हो. ये वाले conversation starter है, ये आपके लिए find और voice में आएंगे. ये वाले आप business building में भी use कर सकते हो. Or this you will use in your find your voice. How many of you understood the meaning of find your voice? अच्छा, सोशल प्रूफ भी आपका बिजनेस बिल्डिंग में आ जाएगा. फर्स्ट टू ये सारे आपके आ जाएंगे फाइंड योर वॉइस में. And how many of you found this really amazing? Because for me, this was like, it kind of made me, talk to the camera the way I'm talking right now. I couldn't even say one sentence properly in front of camera because I used to get lost. So these prompts really help you have a trail of thought pehle se, and also have a structure when you are talking. Okay, this is also great, guys. There's another section called fairy tale content, that's tell a story that sells. Okay, let me just read out a few for you. Have you ever bought something on the internet that you regretted? It's a great way to start what you want to sell, right? It's a great start. Well, have you replaced a bad habit with a good one? What did you do? At any point in life, what's something that you made you choose? All these are great conversation, great points to kind of do this. Okay. Again, live streams, specific topics. All of them are live stream specific, but here are some more. Okay. Okay, so I think you have tons and tons of ideas right now. आपको कभी भी ये नहीं होगा कि मैं क्या बोलूं, है ना? Okay, this is a great way. Yeah, all of this. Anyway, go through this checklist. You will be like, not overwhelmed, but you'll be like, oh my God, I'm feeling so powerful because I'm never going to go like कि मैं क्या बोलूं वीडियो पे. मेरे पास कंटेंट ही कंटेंट के आइडियाज हैं जो कि powerful content जो work करने ही करना. These are proven. We've done it with so many people. I was working with a lot of different facilitators in the past. तो ये हमने 1,000+ लोगों पे use किया हुआ है. It's amazing. We've done like a lot of offline talks. So this is a really powerful checklist. Prompts, 365 prompts. Okay. Last 5 minutes left. Please put on your camera, ask any questions, or tell me your feedback. How are you feeling? And how excited are you? Okay, you have to put on your camera and tell me a couple of things. Number one, what date are you, what timing are you planning? And what is the duration you're planning? And where are you going to do it? One thing, if you're doing on Instagram, guys, you can quickly make there's an announcement section, right? You can plan your live. उसमें आप लिख सकते हो that I'm planning a live at 7 p.m. And so that people know, वो फिर notification चला जाता है. So let's say already you are planning a live on 7 p.m. The notification, Instagram sends notification to all your followers that she's going live, and then everybody can come and join that. ठीक है? Okay. Any questions, guys? Dharmendra ji, Dharmendra, are you there?
So, Latika, like first we'll do it for 7 days. We
Yeah.
get acha. Okay, so first we'll do it for 7 days. We'll get comfortable seeing the people, and then it will guide us like who people are coming and how to interact with them. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recommend that first I join someone's live webinar, because whenever someone comes live, I do not prefer to attend that. I don't know. I
Say
have some
again. क्या बोल रहे हैं?
in past many people come on live actually, but I never prefer to attend them live. I don't know what is the reason, but I never liked it attending anyone's live session. Maybe I think those people are not talking value. We are not giving something which maybe I am needed.
आप किसको ऐसा कौन आप इंटरनेट पे कौन ऐसे हैं जिनको आप फॉलो करते हो?
No, there is a yoga teacher, Athar Yoga. I don't know. He's very. I used to see that he every day night 10 p.m. he used to come online. Then he used to discuss what health challenges you are facing, what are the challenges, how I can solve you. After 1 or 2 attempts, just I started disliking it.
हाँ, अच्छा, मैं ऐसे बोल रही हूँ कि आप are there any people जिनका लाइव आपको पसंद आता है?
हाँ, अभी तक मेरे को पसंद नहीं आया, तो that's why I never, कभी मैंने ट्राई ही नहीं करा, मेरे को अपील नहीं करा. चलो आप कह रहे हो तो मैं करता हूँ.
अच्छा, तो I think you just try to follow, just आपको just see who do you like in terms of just figure out ऐसे कौन से लोग हैं जिनका कंटेंट आपको पसंद है, जो as an authority आपको पसंद है in your field or anybody else.
We talk out.
Awesome, Neha. So yeah, Neha, you have the checklist and everything. I think once again, you will get a structure on your email and the Facebook link. Okay, so y'all can get started and tag me if you want, or just add hashtag live challenge, so that abhi kal ko the lot of people will be doing it. Otherwise, also we're doing it in the Facebook group. We have 700 people in the Facebook group, so you can see everybody's. Okay, awesome. हाँ, so जीत, मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? To answer your question, पहली बात तो I know where you're coming from कि आपने कभी लाइव को बहुत ऐसे नहीं देखा है, तो आपको लगता है कि मेरा लाइव कौन देखेगा, which is maybe a fair point, but at the same time, the two ways to look at it. One is अगर आपको कोई अच्छा नहीं लगा, maybe the way structure that I've shared with you, maybe people are not following that structure. I know a lot of people don't, but I also know people who do this, follow the structure. I watch them till the end. ठीक है? तभी वो बहुत लोग रैम्बल करते हैं, और वो लोग रैम्बल इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि उनकी ऑलरेडी फॉलोइंग हो जाती है, बहुत लोगों की फॉलोइंग ऑलरेडी है, लेट्स से यू नो पीपल हु हैव द फॉलोइंग ऑफ मोर देन 10,000 20,000, उनको लिबर्टी मिल जाती है कि मैं जस्ट लाइव जाऊंगा, कुछ भी रैम्बल कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि उनके पास ऑलरेडी है, पीपल आर स्टिल कमिंग. But when we are building the following, when we are small businesses and we are still trying to build the following, we don't have that liberty, because like you said, लोग आएंगे कहेंगे क्या कौन है, क्या बोल रहे हैं, मेरे को नहीं सुनना. पीपल इसलिए भी सुनते हैं क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी उसका बहुत बड़ी फॉलोइंग है, वो कुछ भी बोल रहा है सुन लेते हैं क्या बोल रहा है. That is exactly why we have a structure in place. We are talking about, चाहे आपकी 50 लोगों की फॉलोइंग भी है, लेकिन तभी तो हमारा जब जीरो, अभी मैं अपना क्लाइंट अपना ये जीरो से बिल्ड करने वाली हूँ, तभी हम जब जीरो से बिल्ड करते हैं इंस्टाग्राम, तो इट डजंट मैटर कितनी फॉलोइंग है, इसलिए आपका कंटेंट क्या बोल रहा है वो मैटर करता है. That is why we keep going back to understanding your audience. I think you don't have the access to the program as yet. I'll give you the access. So that point, having said that, there are two ways to look at it. One is follow the structure, understand the reason why you did not like. थोड़ा reflect करो, write it down. आपको क्यों नहीं पसंद आए बाकी लाइफ? क्या वो रैम्बल कर रहे थे? क्या वो सही बात नहीं कर रहे थे? And वो जो point से how you can not do it. The things that you did not like, you will make sure in your delivery you don't do that. Reverse करोगे ना? जो आपको पसंद नहीं आया, आप सोचोगे कि इस लाइफ को अगर आप कर दे तो आप कैसे बेहतर बनाते हो उसको, उन्हीं का लाइफ आप कैसे बेहतर बना सकते हो लोगों के लिए. सो दैट्स वन वे टू लुक एट इट. सेकेंड वे आई वुड से, इफ यू स्टिल वांट मोर इंस्पिरेशन कि हाँ बहुत लोग कैसे लाइव करते हैं, go watch more lives. There's an Instagram, there's a way to see lives on YouTube, Instagram, live करके सर्च करके देखो कैसे कर रहे हैं. But again, try to look for lives which is not everybody is doing it correctly. जो लोग बड़े अकाउंट्स है ना, उनको करेक्टली इसलिए हो जाता है क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी एक उस पे पहुंच गए हैं, तो वो ऑलरेडी अथॉरिटी है, तो लोग वॉच करते हैं. लेकिन अगेन सेइंग, व्हेन यू आर बिल्डिंग your own brand, you have to follow a structure. You have to catch their attention because there is information overload. वो आपको तभी सुनेंगे जब आपके बातों में कोई स्ट्रक्चर होगा. मुझे नहीं पता अभी आपकी अथॉरिटी है कि नहीं है, लोग सोचेंगे, लेकिन अगर आप मुझे सही चीज बोल रहे हो, ओके, I'm Jeet, I'm here for 7 minutes, I'm going to be talking about how do you know the lack of AI right now is affecting your business, and we're going to talk about how in simple steps you can up level your business in AI और up level your work in AI. तो हम ये समझने जा रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो सबसे पहले आप ये करेंगे, आप सबसे पहले तो आप लाइक कर लीजिए मुझे, ताकि आप मेरे अपडेट्स नहीं, सबसे पहले आप मुझे लाइक कर लीजिए ताकि ये अगर आपने मिस कर दिया तो आपको दोबारा मिल जाएगी, ठीक है. तो आपने उनसे क्या लिया, कॉल टू एक्शन ले लिया, फटाफट उनसे लाइक करवा लिया. फिर अब फिर उनको एक वैल्यू दो. ओके, लेट्स फर्स्ट पॉइंट के बारे में बात करेंगे. ये आपको ये करना चाहिए, आपको फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक टूल है चैट जीपीटी. आपको जाना है chatgpt.ai, क्लिक करना है, यहाँ पे अकाउंट बनाना है और आपको एक सिंपल एक डालनी है. इसको बोलते हैं एआई. अब आपने एआई समझ लिया, अब आपको समझना है अपने करियर में कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं. अब मैं आपको सेकंड पॉइंट समझाता हूँ. बस सेकंड पॉइंट समझाने से पहले मैं आपको आप अपना कमेंट कर दीजिए आई, सो दैट अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो मैं आपको और इन्फॉर्मेशन दे पाऊँ लेटर. आप अपना मुझे डीएम कर दीजिए नंबर अगर आप और इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहते हैं. तो इससे क्या हो रहा है, आप एक फ्लो में बात कर रहे हैं. जो अगर आप अपनी ऑडियंस को समझते हैं तो आप उनको फ्लो में बात कर रहे हैं. दिस इज हाउ यू डू इट, ठीक है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग, जरूर हमेशा हमारे पास मॉडल्स नहीं होते. यू आर लाइक कि मेरे को कोई इंस्पिरेशन नहीं मिला, मुझे कोई मॉडल नहीं मिला जो मुझे अच्छा लगा. तो दैट इज वाई वी हैव अ स्ट्रक्चर. या तो हम स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करें या मॉडल फॉलो करें. मॉडल नहीं होगा, और अगर होगा तो वो बहुत बड़े लोग होंगे, छोटे लोग नहीं कर रहे. और हम बड़े लोगों को फॉलो नहीं करना चाहिए एज अ, तो वो बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक करते हैं हम लोग व्हेन यू आर स्टार्टिंग आउट. बिकॉज They have the liberty of doing whatever they want to when you are a certain level. When you have a certain level of, already making good money, already making a good following. तो हम उनको फॉलो नहीं करना चाहिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर कंटेंट डिलीवरी. उनके पास बहुत सारे लेवरेज होते हैं, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी होती है, और हमको क्या करना चाहिए, हमें स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करना चाहिए. ये बात है. ठीक है. Okay, all the best. So I'm going to send you the Facebook link. Everybody joins that. I'm just sending it to right away. I think. Give me 1 second. Oh, Facebook group. Oh God, 1 second, guys. Healing and coaching. How many of you are part of this already? चलो मैंने भेजा है link. You can join this Facebook group. It's called Healing and Coaching Circle. And yeah, you can ask more of your friends and people to join this, whoever is find relevant. Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay then. All right, have a good day.